Hello, beautiful humans. Today I'm feeling the beautiful smell of this Palo Santo. I just love it. Like, you know, I'm allergic to perfumes and stuff like that, so Palo Santo and sage, they help me enjoy that, because I can't use any perfumes, any essential oils, any, what's it called? Incense? I don't know. Burning things. I don't know. That smell. Perfumes. I can't even use shampoo or like soap that has perfume in it, so I'm just enjoying this. So, I'm super excited for today because one, I have 3 new decks, okay? And the topic for today is a message from the universe, and that is super exciting for me. Why? Because that means it's gonna be completely random, and it's gonna be a fucking surprise. It could be about anything, and that gets my soul like jumpy, bouncy. I'm bouncing on my chair. Either way, I'm gonna present to you the new decks, and then we're gonna choose the piles. So this deck is a tarot deck. It's the, what is it called? The Muse Tarot. Ooh, it's beautiful, 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 beautiful. You're gonna see more of it today. We're gonna use all decks in each reading. Then we have the Urban Tarot, also beautiful. This is like reading for myself with this. Oof, like we connect like motherfuckers. We connect well. Also beautiful, beautiful. And what I love about this is that it has more of like everyday modern society type of imagery, so you can connect with the images in new ways. And then I got this deck today. It's a metaphysical cannabis oracle deck. So this is a oracle deck, but it does have the major arcana in here. And I'm super, 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 super freaking excited. Look at how colorful they are. Look at the imagery. I mean, yeah, I'm super excited. So, and also we're gonna be using this shamanic healing deck. I'm getting a feel that it's gonna like work well, those two. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm thinking let's go ahead and pick the piles. I'm just gonna put these decks to the side. Guess which cards we're gonna use to pick the decks. Well, obviously these. I'm so excited, guys. Okay. Messages from the universe. Can we get our piles? Messages from the universe. Can we get our piles? And the Palo Santo is making me go like I'm feeling so good. I'm feeling so good. I'm feeling so good. We got Duro Ile, compassion. Ooh. We got Ifarada, healing. This is the Temperance card. It's a major arcana. And then we have Sarauniawa, nurture. Huh, was this the Empress card? Let me check. 1 segundo, por favore. Oh, yes, I opened it right there. Like, I was just like, whoop, there. It's the Empress card. So 2 major arcanas. Yes. Ooh, okay. I'm so excited. We're gonna choose crystals too, because I mean, duh. And you know how I like choosing crystals. I just put them like there, and it's like or yes or no, or yes or no. No. This is so much here. Selenite for the second one. We're gonna actually do it. I'm gonna show you. No, it's this one. Oh yes, that's it. We got them. We got it. Okay, so for pile number 1, we got the Green Aventurine. For pile number 2, we got Selenite. Oh, it's so angelic and wonderful, and I kind of feel like this is like the water pouring, you see? It kind of looks like pouring water. I don't know. That's how it goes in my head, okay? And then we have the Paranite for pile number 3. Okay, so I'm gonna do the shuffling on camera after you've chosen. And I will be linking the timestamps in the description box, of course. And I forgot to mention, while you're choosing your cards, take a deep breath, be inside of your body, and let your body choose the card or crystal. Don't think about it, feel into it. If you extend your energy to these cards or these crystals, which ones feels like, yes, this is the one? And not because the card is pretty or the stone or crystal is pretty. It's more like you're being pulled to it, okay? So let's get ready for the shuffling, and if you want to skip that part, let's see in the motherfucking reading, babes. I'm so excited. Okay, see you. Hello and welcome to the shuffling. So, I mean, I'm super excited for this deck. So we're gonna pull 1 more of these cards. So we're gonna have 2 of these cards in total. The first one you already see. And then, yeah, then we'll just keep going. What are the messages for the universe for the 3 piles? Oh. Sometimes I make those weird noises to release. Oh yeah, something fell down. What is this? It helps me release and come into a clear space, into the reading space. So bear with me and my weird noises. Thanks, darlings. Messages from the universe for my 3 piles. This, and we got this one. Perfect. And then we're gonna take the shamanic healing cards. Let's see. Messages for my beautiful piles. Message from the universe. I feel like we need to shuffle this like this. I'm feeling that. I'm not so good at doing these, but oh well. One more. But sometimes I just feel like, oh, no, they need this type of shuffling. Now it feels better. Message from the universe for my 3 piles. What does the universe want to let you know? Pile number 1, 2, and 3. Yes, I'm super excited. Then let's go for these cards. Can we get messages from the universe for the 3 piles? I'm feeling like all of these. You're welcome. That was 5. 1, 2. And 4. Messages from the universe. And 5. I usually don't have, you know, numbers. It just kind of comes out. I think we have 4 for this one and 5 for those. They just kind of come out. Okay. Messages from the... Fuck. No, no, no. Messages from the universe to the 3 piles. You're fucking flying around. Fine, I'll put you there. Messages from the universe to the piles. Actually, I'm feeling this is for this pile. And this is for this pile. This is for this pile. I think I want more. One more. Messages from the universe. And I'm feeling this one too, and this one, and this one. It was actually 4 for each. Okay, this is gonna be a big reading. Excited. See you in your reading. Hello, pile number 1. Let's start with some Palo Santo too. It kind of actually, I've noticed it helps me like get in the zone when I read. I don't need it, but I like it. So let's begin with a little bit of that. And let's look at your crystal. It's the green aventurine. Cute, I like the color. And then let's look at the card that you picked. Duro ile, compassion. It's interesting because I am reading it as duro life, which duro in Spanish means like hard or like something very like solid, like Metal is duro, you know, it's hard. And life, ile, I don't know what that actually means, but life, duro life, hard life, I don't know if that is gonna make any sense later, but that's just something I'm keep thinking of when I see this. So let's put that card over here. We have plenty of cards, so let's see how much room we have. Let's start also with the oracles. We have another of these cards. Let's see what it is. Bliss, trust. And then we have abundance. Interesting. Interesting. I'm really excited to see what this reading is going to be all about. Let's start with these cards. The Hermit in reverse. Hanged Man in reverse. The Chariot in reverse. This one first. The Moon in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse. You got a bunch of big cards, so there is a big and important message for you here. Let's see these cards. We got the Princess of Discs, the Kindergarten Teacher. I don't know which one it is. I think it's like the Page, maybe, or like something like that, the Page of Pentacles. I don't know. We got the Aeon, which is actually the Judgment card, I believe. And then we got, gosh, do you have like only major arcanas here? We got the Wheel of Fortune. Let's put it like this, I think. And then we have the Three of Swords with Science. I'm gonna put them some type of way and I'll be back. Okay, pile number 1. Your reading is so obviously about your heart, something about your heart, and something about some form of inner journey, some form of transformation. We're gonna go deeper into that, but I just want to show you how many times elements of the heart is appearing in your reading. You know, like if we look at this card, we see the heart there, but I didn't actually notice it until like later. I was looking at your cards and I'm noticing shiny things, kind of like this outward energy here too, and somehow that made me think of the heart. And then we have compassion here, which is, you know, compassion is an energy of the heart. Then I saw the Queen of Cups with this, and it's closely situated to the heart chakra. And just a lot of emotions and a lot of compassion going on with the Queen of Cups, Queen of Emotions called here. And that itself is making me think of the heart. And then we look at this. The heart, it's basically, it's being pointed at the heart. And you chose the Green Aventurine, which is connected to the heart chakra. Heart and shine are two words that are really accentuated in this reading. We have something shining here, shining, 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 radiance, radiating out, shining. And then we got abundance. You know, I'm thinking of coins and money and treasures, and that is shiny too. I'm also getting an energy of transformation. Why? Because we got the snake here. If you look at this shirt, we got a snake there. Transformation. Shedding old layers. And then we got the snake here too, right? Your message from the universe is that if you truly want to let your heart shine, let yourself shine and express that shine outwards to the world and share it with the world, you need to first go inwards. You need to go inwards. Because right now, the lamp, let's pretend like you have a lamp inside and you have a light bulb and it's shining. It's always shining. Your shine can never, you know, be boom, not existing. It's always there. But there's certain things in lives that happen and kind of obscure the shine. That's why we have these major arcana cards in reverse, even the moon in reverse when it comes to this shine. There's something obscuring that shine for you right now. Meaning that yes, the bulb is shining, but the lamp is dirty. And so that shine can't really come out. It can't be expressed outwards. It cannot be seen by other people, and it can't even be felt by you. Yeah. With this card, both the duro life, remember I spoke about that, hard life. You've probably had hardships in life that have caused your lamp to be covered with dirt, with conditioning, with programming that is actually keeping you from shining your light and doing the things that you want out in the world. But this card also has the answer. Compassion. Compassion with yourself, compassion with your own pain, compassion with all the programming that you've been through, all the pain you've been through, you've been on a really long journey in the desert. It's been hard. It's been hard. It's felt lonely. The universe is telling you, I acknowledge your journey. I acknowledge the pain you've been through. I acknowledge that at times you felt like nobody was there for you, and still you kept going, even though you felt like you didn't even know in what direction to walk towards. The universe is telling you now, I'm here. It's time. It's time. It's time to change your luck, so to say. It's time to change the direction of your life. See? Change in direction. Change in direction and movement. There is more for you. There is greater things for you. You've gone through this phase of your life. Now it's time to shift it. Now it's time to choose a new direction. Now it's time for the luck, the fortune to come in. A lucky strike. It's time for your lucky strike, so to say. in order to activate this lucky strike, this new journey, this new direction, this new perspective, this new way of perceiving the world, this new movement forward, what needs to happen is that you need to connect with your heart. You need to connect with your emotions. You need to connect with those things that you have not been aware of before when it comes to your emotions. When it comes to your own shadow. You need to start looking at your shadow. You need to start looking at this dirt that is covering the light. You need to feel that pain. You need to feel the pain of like, ugh, that fucking hurts. Especially with this card, what I'm seeing is that there's an energy of like going back in time. Going back in time and looking at different events that cost you pain. Looking at different people that cost you pain. And use those pains to heal your heart and start the process of transformation. See? With the snake, it's time to start the process of transformation. We see an energy of compassion popping up, multiple compassion and empathy multiple times through this reading. We're seeing it with this card. I mean, compassion itself. And if you see this, there's like this presence to this man sitting here. It's kind of like they're breathing deeply and spending time in their internal world, spending time with their emotions, spending time with their pain, spending time with whatever arises from the heart. And that is what you need to do too. Spend time with whatever arises from your heart and give compassion, love, and care. I'm seeing that what you need, the energy you need to embody towards your heart and towards your emotions is this. I mean, compassion, obviously, but if we look at the archetype of the Queen of Cups, she's compassionate, she's nurturing, she's soft, she's really creative too. I think, God, I think she's kind of like, you know, like she has this soft, funny energy. Like she can lighten the mood in the right moments. But after there's been a moment of pain and there is this release, she will say something and she will make you laugh. And then we have, I mean, the kindergarten teacher. This is also giving me the information that part of healing your heart has to do with your inner child too. Creativity. Yes, creativity is going to be very important for you. Let me take that in a second, but I want to talk first about the energy of, oh, I'm seeing exactly how these two fit. Internally, inside of you, embody the energy of the compassionate, loving, nurturing queen. Give yourself that type of love. And on the external, here comes also the creativity. You need to start taking care of yourself as if you were a child. If you were a child, when you're in that place of pain, when you're in that place of, you know, feeling into the heart, you need to become a kindergarten teacher for that child that is in pain. And a compassionate one too. How Do you take care of a child who is in pain, who needs to be fed, who needs to get showered, but sometimes it just hurts? You can make it fun, you can make it creative, you come up with creative solutions to get certain things done. And from these two cards, I could even see, you know, like some type of arts therapy. Maybe painting is a really good outlet. I'm gonna give you an exercise actually, because this is one of the things I love to do. I do something called intuitive painting. That's why my table is a mess with paint. But whenever you're letting those things arise from your heart, and there is certain pain or certain emotions that either are very painful or maybe you have a difficult time understanding, what I want you to do is to sit down, grab a paper and whatever materials you would like to create art with. I really love watercolors because I like the fluidity of water, but you can use crayons, pens, whatever. It doesn't, you know, the goal here is not to create something beautiful in a masterpiece. No. The goal here, or the process, there is actually no goal per se, but the process is that you enter your space, you enter the space of emotions, you enter the space of your heart, you enter the space of like, okay, I'm gonna be here with this pain without running away. You're present. And as you do that, as you feel the pain, as you feel whatever is arising, don't think, just do. Use your intuition, use your body, use your emotions to guide you to what color it wants. What color does this emotion feel like? Oh, it feels like red. So take red. And don't think, just like put the pen on the paper and start drawing. Just start doing things, start painting. Doesn't have to make sense, but essentially what you're doing here is that you are channeling your emotional energy onto paper. And sometimes that can help us understand and become more aware of what's happening internally and emotionally for us, and it helps us process that pain. Other times it makes no fucking sense, but just the act of expressing that emotion helps it be processed. It's kind of like you're moving it through your body, letting it pass so it can be released. I'm also getting this sense that you might have to, during this process, there might be this need to be alone. And know that that is completely okay. If you need, you know, find that space in which you have your own space, so you can actually explore whatever this is, so that you can actually allow yourself to shed old layers of conditioning, old layers of pain, so you can renew yourself. It's also an energy of renewal. It's like a cycle. It's kind of like, actually, when I was holding this card before, I was doing this hand gesture, and I've been keeping doing that. I kind of feel like when I'm doing this, it's kind of like I'm pulling the skin out of the snake, pulling the skin and pulling the skin layer after layer until it's like, okay, those layers are gone. Now this snake is renewed, it's awakened, it's back on track. But this is a really, really, really important message, and I want to point that out because we got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana cards. And we got 2 court cards too. So this is a really, 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 really important message that the universe has for you, pile number 1. Connect to your heart. Feel what needs to be felt. And that will allow this renewal, this new radiance to come forth, to be expressed, to shine outwards. And as that thing is released to the world, you will be attracting new things into your life. This is kind of what the energy of your heart will look like. I don't know what that looks like now, but yeah. And oh yeah, I just felt how I could take a deep, deep breath when I was looking at these cards. It's kind of like, I'm also seeing this like unblocking in your heart chakra and how it opens up and how that creates this sense of like, oh, I have not been able to breathe in a long time, and finally it's like my head is above water. Bliss. Another message that wants to come forth here is that you are fully supported by the universe in this process, with trust here. And that was also something I got in the beginning of the reading, but I had so many things to say, so I don't think I said it. But you are not alone anymore. You've never been alone, actually. But right now, you are being given the tools to actually feel supported in your journey. Part of the journey was to feel alone because it creates contrast. If you've truly felt alone in your life, once you get company, you will appreciate that much more because you've experienced the other extreme. You've experienced the contrast. And that is part of your journey, to experience the contrast of being not supported by the universe so that you can have the other thing and be like, wow, wow. That journey begins now. Thank you, pile number 1. Hello, pile number 2. Let's begin your reading with a little bit of Palo Santo. I was just telling pile number 1 how I've noticed that, you know, Palo Santo or burning sage or whatever, I think it's the, oh fuck, smell and just like activating my senses that really helps me, like burning it helps me really connect and enter the space of the reading. Even though I don't actually need it, it's, I just love it. It relaxes me, first of all, which is really important for me to read. It helps me release tension in my body, and that helps me open up to get intuitive information. So let's just like do this thing because that's how you actually use it, I think. Smudge things or something. It smells so good. Oh. And let's look at your crystal, the selenite. Oh, such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful crystal. It makes me think of cleansing. And then we got the Ifarada, healing. Oh, I was about to say cleansing. But those two words actually have some, like the energies of those have in common, right? And with the water falling here, kind of like, this makes me think of a waterfall with those lines, kind of. It makes me think of like pure water, like cleansing and running over you. That's why I'm feeling like those two cards really have like energies that, I don't know, coincide. let's see what other cards we have for you. Let's start with those two oracle cards. Walking meditation. Just go. What a beautiful card. Slow but steady. Slow but steady, no rush. Let's start with these cards too, the tarot. The Nine of Inspiration, Nine of Wands. The Tower in reverse. The Devil. And the Three of Cups in reverse. Perfect. We got the Prince of Discs, the Day Trader. I think this might be like the Knight of Discs, the Pentacles, I don't know. We got the Two of Wands with Dominion. And we got the Queen of Cups with the Therapist in reverse. And we got the Three of Swords in reverse. I'm getting a sense that there is some healing to do when it comes to a relationship. Doesn't have to be a romantic relationship at all, but there is a form of relationship that you had with another person that cost you a lot of pain, a lot of heartbreak. And I'm feeling like this sense, this need to break down. There's like this need to allow yourself to kind of like fall down. Imagine like with the tower, what I'm seeing is that the tower standing tall, but that tower just like... And with the tower being in reverse, I'm kind of feeling like you are trying to stop yourself from that breakdown, which is absolutely natural because that's, you know, we just want to keep going. We just want to continue our journey. We just want to be working members of the society. And here's the message, part of the message. You can keep going forward, but you need to do so slow but steadily. You don't need to stop your life. You can keep going with your life. But you can allow yourself to break down slowly. You don't need to break down all in one place. You don't need to do that. You can allow yourself to break down a little bit and a little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit there. You don't need to do it all at once. But doing that slowly but surely will allow to release a little bit of that pain. Step by step, step by step. And that will help you lighten the burden. Yeah, with the Therapist in reverse and just underneath the tower, that is really reinforcing me this energy of like the resistance to, you know, letting yourself feel the pain, letting yourself acknowledge how that relationship, that friendship, that situation the resistance to actually looking at that situation and how much it caused pain. I'm getting this sense of like, you know, who the fuck cares? I'm just gonna keep going to work. I'm just gonna focus on myself. I'm just gonna do my thing. But the truth is that being solely on that type of energy is not gonna do you good at all. You need to balance that energy, that complete resistance, and that what is it called, that refusal to see. You need to balance that out with the willingness to purge, with the willingness to cry, with the willingness to look at what is causing you pain. And you don't need to do that in one and all. You can do it step by step. One tear at the time, one scream at the time. So a day trader, there's a lot of patience and a lot of monitoring that goes into that. And they need to, I don't know a lot about day trading, but from my understanding, they need to kind of check the currents of the day and know when to sell and when to buy. And I'm getting that, and with the pentacles being a very like slow moving suit, I'm seeing an advice here for you to do something similar with as the day trader with that energy. So it's kind of like throughout your day, you need to observe your own current, you know, and make decisions whether, okay, is it time to buy or is it time to sell? Is it time to, you know, okay, we need to actually go to work, and right now it's not the time to tap into those emotions. We need to function, because I see that that's also part of what you want. You want to fully function and not just like break down and become like, I can't move from my bed for months. I see that you don't want that. So here is the advice. You need to become aware of the current, the flow of emotions inside of you, and make actually, you know, pretty, with the air sign also being here, pretty, you know, into analytical decisions. Okay, so right now, I just have 20 minutes before I go to work. It's not the right time to tap into those emotions, to that pain. Not now. But maybe it's Sunday morning, and you feel that, oh shit, there is a current coming. I see that it's rising. Okay, it's time to buy or time to sell. It's time to release it. It's time to do something about it. It's time to go into it. It's time to let myself break down a little. What I'm seeing is that even though, you know, you have this type of energy of like, you know, I don't fucking care, I'm just gonna keep living my life and do my thing, because fuck them, you still have an energetical attachment to that person. You still have an energetic attachment to that situation, and you still have an energetic attachment to that pain. And if you don't address that attachment is gonna keep on being there forever. And yes, you might be able to suppress it, but here's the thing. There are two things that can happen. One, you suppress it, and it builds up and builds up and builds up and builds up, and one day you go full on tower mode and like break down, and the thing that you don't want to happen happens, in which you break down, and now you have to lay in your bed for a month because you don't have the fucking energy to do anything else. Well, actually, that's the option. That's if you don't release those attachments, that's what's gonna happen. So the universe, what the universe is actually wanting to tell you is, yo, listen, you're actually walking towards that big tower moment in which everything breaks down and just have to fucking, you know, lay in bed for however long, and it feels like nothing is working. You don't know how to move forward. You come to a dead end, and now you don't know what the fuck to do. Yeah, dead end. See? You've come to a dead end. You're walking, but there is a dead end. Do not pass. So if you don't want to go down that path, the universe is telling you, yo, you need to pay attention. You need to pay attention to these things. Because otherwise you will have that full breakdown. There's nothing stopping that. You will have that full breakdown. Because those attachments need to go. And the universe is here to support you with those attachments. It wants your healing, it wants your growth, it wants you to feel good. But it cannot give you that if you keep resisting what needs to come out, what needs to be released. If you resist what needs to be released, what needs to be processed, it will stay stuck inside of you, and it will keep building up until you're forced to release it. So if you don't want that, you need to do both things. You need to do both things simultaneously. I don't know how to say that. You see how this person is having one feet on earth and one in water. So one part is, you know, keeping on working, keeping on being, you know, a functioning member of society, doing the things that are needed to do in the material world. And at the same time, she also has one foot in water, which represents emotions, which represents, wait, I needed to burp. Ooh. Which represents the emotional flow of life. So if you want to have that balance and be able to be in both at the same time, then you need to start paying attention and letting those emotions be released. See, those tears, water energy, released slowly but steady. You don't need to do it once and for all, like in 1 second. Nuh-uh, you don't need to do that. But if you keep ignoring it, you will not be able to keep walking this path. Dead end, tower moment, lay in bed for a whole fucking month or whatever. So don't ignore whatever pain happened to you. Don't ignore that situation that caused your heart to break. Don't ignore it. Interesting. We've had lots of messages about healing here. We had healing messages for pile number 1 too. So let yourself feel, let yourself break down, let yourself cry, let yourself scream, and do it so in chunks. This is your advice. Is it time now or is it not? And be honest with yourself. And one thing I'm seeing here, that in order to, you say you've had, you know, a good crying session, screaming release session, what I'm seeing here is that one way that will help you recover and regain energy after that is moving your body softly, going on walks, going in nature, maybe even taking a fucking shower with water here being present, or a bath, but basically connecting with natural elements and moving your body. Okay, pile number 2. Thank you so much. I'm wishing you the best of luck. And I'm sending you tons and tons of love. You got this. You got this. Thank you. Hello, pile number 3. So let's begin with burning a little bit of Palo Santo. I was just telling the 2 other piles how sage and Palo Santo helped me ground and enter into the reading space. And it's because it connects me to my senses, I think. I don't know. But it just does, and it feels good, so... And it's cool to see the glow. Ugh, I just took in the smoke a little bit too much into my nose. So, pile number 3. Let's see what you got going on today. What message does the universe have for you? So you picked this card, Nurture. And it's interesting because just before your reading, I did a little a dance break, intuitive dancing and moving. That feels really nurturing to me. And I had some food. And that feels also really nurturing to me because, you know, I discovered that there is an association with, you know, emotional comfort, emotional nurturing, feeling nurtured emotionally, and food. Because food nurtures you, it gives you nutrition, right? And I've been really bad at giving myself food. I'm feeling nourished by food. And I just recently realized that that was just a reflection of how malnourished I was emotionally too. Like, I've had this need of like, please comfort me, please touch me, please mother me. And this is the Empress card, which is the archetype of the mother. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. And then we got the Paranite, I think it was called. My mind went blank there for a second. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Oh, I need to let my hair down. Oof, 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 oof. That feels good. Let your hair down and relax. So let's start with your oracle cards, shall we? Woo! We got Spirit, Act. This reminds me of the aces in the tarot. I actually think I want to read this card out for some reason. Let's take this one first. And Ascension. Okay, let's see. What is it called? Spirit. Spirit, spirit, the spirit. Ooh. 77. Let's see. Act. A single spliff rises out of the cloud in a hand with the message to take action. The split resembles the beginning of a project and appears as a living object with the beautiful leaves of the sacred tobacco plant. Cannabis leaves sprouting out around it. Beyond the plants in your head, the spliff shows up when the ethereal needs to become physical. Oh, I'm not good at reading with periods and commas because I just keep going. Beyond the plants in your head, the spliff shows up when the ethereal needs to become physical. I see. Spliff people thrive on challenges, just like Aries of the zodiac, and they will pursue every quest with enthusiasm. The crystal castle in the background shows that this is a time for doing and no longer for thinking. The smoke clouds clear, signifying strength, great sensual power, and psychic energy. This card could indicate upcoming travel and fewer restrictions in your everyday life. Spliff types are known to bring enthusiasm to every situation, even mundane daily tasks, and thrive on challenges. Plant spirit, lettuce. Interesting. So I'm getting an idea from reading that how that connects with this card. And let's see the rest of the cards to get a full picture of what the universe's message for you is today. We got the Page of Cups, or the Page of Emotions, how it's in this deck. Ooh, interesting. I don't know why, but my eyes were immediately drawn to this little portal to a forest. We got Death. Wow, it's actually the first time I got the Death card from this deck, and I love this card. It's really cool. We got the Two of Pentacles. We got the Empress twice. And we got the Two of Cups in reverse. Let's see. We got the Seven of Swords with futility. We got the Six of Wands in reverse with victory. We got the Death card again. So we got two Deaths and two Empresses. And then we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse with gain. No, the Nine of Pentacles, sorry. With gain, yes. Okay. With the Death card twice, and the Empress card twice. And with the Empress card just underneath the Nine of Pentacles, do you see the triangles? Like this? I'm hearing bringing back to life. Bringing something back to life, okay? And ascension, yeah, ascension feels like rising from the grave up back again. I don't know, I'm thinking about like Jesus, when Jesus died and then he resurrected, yeah, the resurrection, I don't know that word, either way. Resurrection, you know what I mean. So what I'm seeing here with the Empress is a very nurturing energy. The reason I was drawn to this forest is because every time I connect with the Empress energy, I see her in a forest and she has a little patch of like an open space of grass, of field, and she has different plants, she has different fruits, different trees that she's nurturing, she's giving water to, and she just like walks around and like spreads her grace to everything she touches. She gives lives to everything she touches. And then we had this card, right, that spoke about taking action on certain projects, nurturing certain projects. And I'm seeing, you know, the Empress as nurturing projects, bringing things into fruition, creating. It's a really like, the feminine energy is really creative. And see how this is in the sacral chakra too, which is the chakra of creation, the chakra that brings things to life. And what I'm seeing here is that you have a project, you have a dream that you have been working on that you've kind of let die. You've kind of like given up on it. You kind of like accepted defeat. You know, like, oh fuck, this is never gonna become true. I'm just not gonna continue to run the race. It's just fucking pointless. There is no point to this. It's futile. My dreams will never become real. It's just better if I just like fucking let it be. Well, the universe is here to tell you that it's time to pick up that project, that vision, that dream again, and bring it to life. It's time to bring that out of the grave. It's time to bring it up to life again. The time is now. It's time to rise again. I'm hearing this song. How is it? Wait, let me listen to it in my head. He is... Fuck, wait. Either way, it's just a song I heard when I was a kid, I think, about how Jesus has risen. He is risen. I don't even remember. I just have like the melody in my head, but I can't put it together. Oh, that's annoying. He is risen from the dead. And it's kind of like, you know, when Jesus died on the cross, like everything was kind of calculated. Everything about that was meant to be. Things felt like an end, but it was not an end. It was a new beginning. You needed that ending for something new to emerge. And it's the same thing here with your project, with your dream, with your vision. It was meant to die for a while because it was not time yet. And it's kind of like you were, like Jesus was in the grave until it was time to get out and rise again. And it's a little bit like that with your project too. It has been dead because it needed to be dead, but now is the time for it to rise again. It's time for you to tap into the energy of creation. It's time for you to start watering that plant again. It's time to start acting upon those dreams. With the castle here in the background, and I did not notice it until I read it there. But that reminds me of a dreamscape, right? So with those 3 cards, well, those 4 cards actually beside each other, I'm just getting like the message of you've given up on your dreams. You've let them die. And the 9 of Pentacles, when it's upright, it speaks about a wish come true. But with it in reverse, besides all of these, I see as, you know, you letting it die. You letting that dream, that wish die. Because you don't see how it could ever be possible. It's time to pick it up again and continue nurturing it, continue watering it, continue acting upon the ideas that are coming to you. And as we said before, the time is right. The time is right now. Did Jesus rise from the dead in the morning? I don't know, because I'm seeing the sun rising again. So it's kind of like the sun is rising, darkness is over, night is over, the morning is coming, the sun is ascending into the sky, and now you're seeing things more clearly. The smoke is fading away, the clouds are going away, and things are more clear. I don't know why, but I'm seeing this as like the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands at the same time. So it's like both of those energies, kind of like the clarity has come and it's time to take action. The sunrise brings a new beginning, a new emergence of something, new clarity, new ideas, new inspiration, new creative power, and it's time for you to take action on it. I want to look for you about the outcome of, or some advice maybe on how to begin taking action on this dream. Or, well, actually the thing is that I'm seeing that you've kind of given up on this dream, and I'm getting the sense that it's like, it's kind of like you killed it, you know, like internally you killed it. How can you help it come alive again? Yes, that's what I want to ask. How can my dear pile number 3 help this dream come alive again? How can they ignite this inner fire again? How can they ignite this inner fire again? Oh. Okay, so we got the Magician in reverse. We got the 7 of Swords just by the other 7 of Swords. You see? 2 7 of Swords. Okay, I'm seeing. And we got the Queen, or the King, sorry, of Cups. And we also got the King of Pentacles. With having the 7 of Swords twice, what I'm getting is that you've been telling yourself something. You've been telling yourself how impossible it is. You've been telling yourself your thoughts your thoughts are creating this sneaky energy, this discouragement, this doubt, this energy that is not quite solid, you know? What you are telling yourself is creating an energy of like, this is impossible. Oh, I can't. So you need to become aware of what you're telling yourself and turn it around. You need to make it like from going from there to be like this. So for instance, okay, actually, I'm gonna give you homework. I want you to look up The Work by Byron Katie. And it's all about questioning your thoughts, because your thoughts in this scenario, they're not true. They're not reflecting the truth of this situation. Meaning, you are believing that this is not possible for you. That's a fucking lie. It is possible for you. And it's not until you actually start questioning the thoughts that are telling you it's not possible, it's not until then that you will be able to take action. Because I am seeing, you know, the magician being a strong manifester, taking different components, elements, building them, putting them together and creating something new, bringing it from, you know, mind, visions into physical, kind of. You won't be able to do that until you actually sort those lies that you've been telling yourself. And once you do that, something will be released within you. Oof, I need to drink. Because honestly, your thoughts, your beliefs about yourself, your beliefs about your capabilities, those are what are keeping you stuck in not acting, in not taking action towards your dreams, towards your visions, towards those projects that you have in mind. And once you turn them around, once you begin doing the work on changing your beliefs about your own capacities, that's when you'll unlock, and you'll unlock something, you'll release something, you'll release those beliefs of yourself. But what I'm seeing happening here is that that's gonna bring you into a space of authority with yourself, mainly, you know, like authority in the direction of your life. Yeah, exactly. Direction. You get to navigate your life however you want because you've freed yourself. You're becoming the king of your emotional space and your physical space. You're using your emotions, you're using your thoughts to see how they are either supporting or working against you, and you use that as fuel to go forward, entering the portal. So in order to release this energy right here, those that it's not true, it's not possible for me, you need to actually start questioning those thoughts. You need to start questioning those thoughts. And then start taking action. Here's the thing, you need to also reinforce those new thoughts. You need to reinforce those new beliefs, and you need to start finding evidence that those new beliefs are actually true. And you do that by starting to take action. Starting to take action on your dreams. Cool. I'm wishing you the best of luck with this new project. This project that was once dead, that you said, this is not gonna this is not the thing. This is not never gonna work. I give up on it. I'm just so excited for you to, you know, that new light to be lit inside of you, that new passion and that new woo! I'm so excited for you and your journey forward. It's time to rise again. It's time to go for it. Pile number 3, have a great journey. Enjoy your dreams because this dream is meant for you. The time is right now. See you.